welcome to my Christmas episode, my Christmas video, Christmas special. I've got a bit overboard with this one this time, and you know, my introduction, you noticed, was a bit longer, but I'm all in the Christmassy spirit, so I hope you all are too. I thought it's worth doing something a bit extra. Right, before we start, I'd just like to thank everybody, thank all my subscribers, old and new, and all my old faithful. Thanks very much for sticking with me throughout the year. It's been much appreciated, and like I say, I will cut down in the new year. So this is probably the last video for a little while now. I'm not sure if I'll have anything for New Year, I don't think so. I might just video quickly some of the models I've done throughout the year, like Bob Willis. But if not, I will see you again into the new year, maybe the second week of January. But I'm going to have a break over Christmas, you know, from doing all the restorations. Okay, so this video, it's going to be DINKY Toys Land Rover and Corgi Toys 4-wheel trailer. And I've been thinking about what I'm going to do for this for a long time. The Land Rover is one I had in a job lot, and it was pretty worse for wear, and I left it to one side for a while, and I thought, what could I do with it? And well, there was a jet going over. And yeah, I suddenly had the idea, well, I'll do my Christmas video with it, so that's what I'm going to do. So it's a very Christmassy theme. It's a Code 3, so I hope you'll like it. I've found some special effects on my laptop that I never knew I had. So I've been playing around. I mean, I've been probably about 7-8 hours just mucking around with special effects on the end photographs and the end bits of video. So they might go on a little bit, but I hope, you know, you don't mind watching them. Stick till the end. So I'm quite pleased with the way they've turned out, and it's given it a lovely Christmassy thing, I think, anyway. Okay, so all that remains for me to say really is, from me and my missus, a very happy Christmas to you all, and if I don't speak to you before in another video, a very happy new year to you. I know this year it's very difficult times. It's not going to be the same sort of Christmas as usual or New Year. But anyway, please try to enjoy yourselves despite all what's happened. Okay, so as I always say, please sit back, relax, enjoy watching the video, see how I got on with this one. And whilst you're watching that, I'm going to have a glass of Prosecco. So cheers, happy Christmas everyone, and happy New Year. All the best. Lovely. Rudolph says happy Christmas too. Right, okay, let's take a closer look at this old girl. I don't know whether it had a spare wheel. I must do a bit of research on the internet with these. because I'm not that familiar with this one. Dinky Toys. So 109 wheelbase Land Rover. Got the screws for the base. Now she's been well and truly bent, this. I don't know if you can see. The cab has been pushed back, so it's obviously been dropped in that corner, so that might be a bit tricky to do. I must apologise, my stomach's rumbling. I'm not long back from work and I'm starving. So I'm just waiting for my missus to come home from work and then tea time. Right, so the doors will work on here. Steering wheel's gone, so I'll have to find one for that. At least the doors work okay. Engine, bit of detail in there. I think somebody's nicked the gearbox. The window unit seems okay. It's had a lucky escape when this has got bent. It's got the wipers moulded into it. So it's not cracks, it's just the wipers. Dual headlights. So basically we've got one wheel left on and two axles, which are naff. So I think I have got some wheels that I'll probably use for this. Got the hook on. So by the wheels, it's pretty much all there. Now, I'm not sure if these ever had a canopy on them. Don't know. These models, I'll have to have a look. I'll see, maybe might do something with that. If it doesn't, I'm not sure. I'll have to see as I go along. Now it's got that piece of bumper broken off, so that'll have to be repaired. I'll have to make a new piece, I suppose, for that. So we'll see what we can do. Okay, next step, dismantling time. Okay. Right, okay, let's take this one apart. Screws again, that's good. And quite big screws, so makes it easier. There you go. Mustn't lose the hook. Right. Okay, so the base is, well, it's alright apart from the bumper. So let's just sort that out. Axles, phew. Well, I'm gonna obviously have to put new wheels on there, so I'll keep those in my spare parts. Even the axles might be handy. Now I'll open the doors to get the interior out. Okay, here we go. Well, that's alright, but no steering wheel again. I seem to be having a few of these models with no steering wheels lately. Now the doors just lift out like that, so that's straightforward enough. And the bonnet just falls out like that, so that's even more straightforward. And then the window unit, windscreen and back window just falls out, so that's in pretty good nick, just needs a bit of a clean up. Okay, so those two pieces have to go in the poor man's washing machine. The rest of this will go in the caustic soda. Okie doke. Okay, caustic soda time. Got a few bits in the basket, a few bits from another project as well. I decided to do a trailer with this Land Rover. This one I had in the job lot, so I thought I'd stick it in with this. With what I got planned for it, so we'll see, you'll see. So well, that's working well, that. Okay, so next time you see it, it'll be on the bench all wire wheeled and cleaned up, ready for painting. Okay, see you in a minute. Okay, so the caustic soda's done its job. I've wire wheeled this Land Rover, so now I'm going to go out and paint a silver coat as a base coat. Okay, so I'll catch you when that's done. Okay, so I've masked this off ready to paint the red. The engine I haven't masked it off completely like it would have been done. I've just done some of it. I will touch up afterwards. Only I want the red to go down into the engine bay instead of having all below, you know, below the top of the bonnet like. I don't want all that silver like it was before, so I'll spray that in there and then I'll touch in like bits like the battery in black and then all the other bits and pieces. But I want the red to go right down into around the engine. Okay. Right, okay, I've got the base of the Land Rover. Now, what I've done, where the bumper was broken off, I've filed it back level with the number plate. So you can see that. And what I've done, I've got one of these plastic, you can't see I suppose because of the, there. One of these plastic things for when you're tiling, you put in between the tiles, keep them square and keep them the right distance apart. So I've cut one of those up and I've basically, put it back there, made it to shape. So what I'm going to do is glue it on there like that. I don't know if you can see. And hopefully when it's got you know, when it's glued on, and I'll put a bit of baking powder with it to fill in the gaps, hopefully it shouldn't be too far out once it's all painted. So I'm going to paint this silver. Okay, so that's the plan anyway. There, I think that's pretty good. Seems to be more or less the shape it should be. So see what it's like when it's got some paint on it. Right, I've made these decals. Well, I started off, I'd done them yellow, but they don't show up enough. But they're water slide decals. I've made them up, obviously, and I've done them again in green, but it's on white background water slide decal paper, so we'll see how they turn out, see whether they're okay or not. Like I say, the yellow ones didn't show up enough, so I'll forget about those. Okay. Right, I've just polished up these trailer wheels. Done them with Brasso again. A lot easier. So these wheels now for the Land Rover, that one was cracked. I don't know if you can just see the crack there. So I've done it with 5-second fix on the inside. Now I'm just going to chrome the middles up with the Molotov. It's a shame they're just plastic wheels, they're crap really. I would have rather had metal wheels with the tyres. I suppose I could have changed and put reproduction ones on, but these are the ones that were, well, they're the ones that should go on it. They're off another old model I had as spares. So I'm going to use them. So I'm just going to chrome those up, and then I'll probably paint the tyres as well. I've just gone round them with a lighter, just putting the flame on them to get all the little fuzzy bits off. You know, with plastic ones, when they've been scuffed and that, they get like little bits sticking up off them. So you go around with the lighter, it just sort of burns them away. Don't leave it on too long because you melt the wheel, but just enough, and any sort of bumps, anything, whilst they're hot, you can just push them with your fingers. So that's what I've done with those. Okay, so I'm going to get on and chrome the middles, and I've put these decals on. They're not great, but what I'm going to do now is just go over them with some lacquer on the brush, just a little bit, just over the decals, that's all. Help them to be a bit more hardy. Okay, that's that, so I'll catch you in a bit. Okay, I've done these wheels. They haven't come up too bad actually. Put them back on the axles. So that's done. Now the one wheel that was left on this Land Rover when I got it, I've chromed up. Oops. And I've had to sand a bit off that side of the wheel. Chromed the inside as well. And I've painted the tyre black, same with the others. And that one I'm going to use for the spare wheel. There's a groove in there for the spare wheel. I've not actually seen one with a spare wheel yet, but anyway, that fits in there. So that's what I'm going to do with that. Now, the back of this, I had some, I'll show you them. They're not jewelled headlights if you like, or jewelled lights if you like. They're these nail art jewels, and they've got flat backs. They're on, you know, same as the other jewel headlights. They're sort of like on a silver metal base, flat base, and the other side looks the same as the jewel headlights. So I've stuck, I don't know if you can see, for the rear lights, the indicators and the rear lights, I stuck two of the smaller ones on each side, and then I've painted them with the Vallejo transparent paint, red and orange. So they come out, they look quite nice like that. Now I've got to put these jewelled headlights in here. You can see what I'm doing here. Where have I got them? There they are there. Come on, focus. Focus, boy, focus. Yeah, it won't focus. Bloody thing. Anyway, those are the jewelled headlights. I'm going to put them in here. So, what I use, rightly or wrongly, I don't know, because I've had trouble with the super glue clouding the jewelled headlights once they're in, this is the stuff for bonding rhinestones that I got, gem tack. It's supposed to bond them to fabrics, and I thought, will it work or won't it on metal? Anyway, I tried it. That's what I've stuck the back ones on with. I tried it on one of the other models, and they seem to stick all right. Yeah, I did it on the Mercedes lorry I did with the trailer. So this is what I use. It dries transparent. It's white when you put it in, but it dries transparent. So this doesn't cloud them at all. So this is great. So this is what I'm going to use from now on. So we'll try and put a bit in. if the nozzle's not blocked. Hopefully it won't be. Perhaps I better put my glasses on for this. Okay, so here goes. I think possibly the nozzle's blocked. Okay, the nozzle's blocked. Okay. Right, let's have a go at this. So here goes. A little bit coming out. I'm going to put too much. I do want to put enough. Right. See, I think I might put the pin. Right. Trying to get it central is not easy. Okay. There you go. Yeah, job done. Right, okay, assembly time at last. So I guess I'll start with the window unit. Come on, that's him. Put it in there, move that because I don't want to scratch this. So now I need to put well, I think I need to put the that's come out now. I think I need to put the bonnet in. There's the engine detail I did. That's all I did because I didn't want to overdo it. So okay, so and get that in the right place. There, that's him. Okay, so next to put the interior, I think, yeah. Next the doors. That's it, that one. And this one. Oh, I was falling out. Trying to hold the sugar. Trying to hold the bonnet in, and the doors, and everything all in at the same time. And this is where I could do with my thumb proper. Oh. Okay. Right, now we need the wheels. On the back. Oh, my floor's just as magnetic as Corgi Bob's. There you go. And now I need the hook. No, I haven't painted the hook. I've just cleaned this one up. Hang on, if I put this first, I'll be able to slide the hook in underneath. And that's the way to do that, I think. It would have been if I hadn't pushed it in too far. Right, and the 2 screws. Oh, I just hate these bloody screws. Oh. Okay, it's in, it's not tight, but it's in. I'll tighten it in a minute. I just want to get the front one in before I tighten everything. Oh, it's not going in now, is it? Right, now this one. There. Seems to be okay. Go on, open the bonnet now. Oh dear. It's just got a good spring on her. Yeah. It opens. The door's open, I think. Yeah, door's open. Okay. That one's a bit tight. Does open. Okay, so that's the Land Rover done. Right, so I had this Corgi trailer. I got it in a job lot, so I thought as part of this Christmas video I'm going to do the trailer to match the Land Rover. I know it's a DINKY Land Rover and a Corgi trailer. So I've basically, it's pretty straightforward. There was no tow hook on it, so I've made one out of a clip. I don't know where I've put those clips now. I had the rest of it. Anyway, those clips that you pinch together, hang on, I'll try and find one. Yes, I made the tow hook out of one of these bits of wire off one, well, off this clip actually. So I've just bent it slightly different. So that'll do for that. So it's pretty straightforward. There's only a couple of bits and pieces for this one. I'll just glue that back on there. I might put a dummy rivet. But anyway, it matches the Land Rover paint wise. The wheels I've polished up. They won't be the same sort of wheels obviously. but they'll be fine. So I've got a set of new tyres for that there, so we're going to put all that together in a minute. Right, so what I'll do first, I'll put this on. So there's a washer, put it this way for the steering, and got my little rivet there, so I'll put a little bit of glue in that. Enough there, and put my rivet on that, so I don't want to glue the steering up on it. It's just more, well, not quite for show, it is going to hold it as well if I ever get it in. Okay, so we'll leave that for a bit to dry. Now I'm just going to put a bit of super glue each side there to hold this one. And then I'll put a blob of 5-second fix afterwards in the middle to make it look like a rivet. Just leave that there. Okay, so we'll just hold that there until it dries, and I'll come back to you. Right, put a bit of 5-second fix in there. Okay, we'll just put that to one side whilst the glue dries properly in there. So I'll put the tyres on now. New tyres. Alright. And then these are going to have to press on. I think these are the front ones. So I pressed them off. It's not going to be so easy to press on. It came off easily enough with a punch. Got to try and find some way of pressing them back on. Might be able to use the vice. Trouble is I've got my camera in the vice. Okay, I'm going to have a go doing that, and then I'll come back to you, because I'm going to have to leave my camera. Okay, I've done that, but that wasn't so easy. The front one was a nightmare. Just wouldn't go on. Got it in the end, but I've had to hammer them. It wouldn't work with the vice. The back ones went a bit easier. So anyway, that's back together, so that's alright. Steering moves okay. Right, okay, so that's that little trailer done. So my next stage I want to do. Okay, so there you are, that's it. Another one done, another one finished. Bit of a different sort of one this time. Got the old CRAPAUD neck and company on there. Dual headlights in. Trailer all loaded with Christmas trees. So there you go, Christmas trees. So that's my Christmas model done. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video and this restoration, and I hope you like the finished result. I'm quite pleased with the way it's turned out. I started it quite a while ago, so I've taken my time with it. Yeah, so if you've enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, and you know, feel free to comment on it. And all really that's left for me to say is everybody have a very happy Christmas. I know it's not going to be easy in the current climate, but please have a very happy Christmas and a happy New Year as well. And you know, let's hope everything gets a lot better next year, and we have a better 2021. So thank you very much everybody for supporting me throughout the year. You know, it's been much appreciated, and all my regulars, I hope I haven't bored you too much with my long videos. And as I say, next year, well after New Year, I'll do my first video probably in maybe second week of January if I can. But I'm not going to do so many, so I don't know, as I say, yet whether I'll do one every fortnight or as they come along, as I've had time to do the restorations, you know, I'll put them on then. We'll see how I get on. It all depends on time and what else I've got to do. So yeah, as I say, thanks for all your support, and all the very best to you all, and see you again in the next video after Christmas and after New Year. Ta-ra for now. See you again. All the best.